Good Saturday morning. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Trevor Gibbs. Today is a First Alert weather day as we're tracking beneficial but impactful rain across our area. That does also come with a chance of seeing perhaps a few strong to maybe even isolated severe thunderstorms. That's today for Saturday. Looking forward, though, to the second half of the weekend. It's going to be beautiful with a lot of sunshine and less humidity and some cooler temperatures returning in the mornings after today's weather system passes by. There is that elevated risk for some thunderstorms, especially the areas here shaded in orange. That's primarily for northeast Florida as a wave of low pressure moves along a front, and that's what's going to bring the risk for some thunderstorms, but more importantly, beneficial rain across our entire area. We've been talking about how we need a lot of widespread rain to help us out with the ongoing drought and fire risk, and that's what we'll have today. As the timing is going to be later this morning into the early afternoon. First arriving for inland southeast Georgia anywhere from 7 to 9 o'clock in the morning, and then moving south and east from there 8 to 10 o'clock for coastal southeast Georgia, parts of the inland I-10 corridor. Jacksonville Metro expecting that to arrive by the late morning hours between 10 o'clock and noon, and then moving south of Jacksonville noon to 2, clearing the area mid to late afternoon. Those storm threats will be heavy rain. We could see some lightning in the strongest of storms, as well as some gusty winds, and any strong or severe storms that are able to develop will have a non-zero risk of forming an isolated tornado. But that risk is on the lower end thanks to the morning cloud cover and earlier arrival of rain. So here's 7 o'clock this morning, already seeing some of that rain impacting parts of Ware County, Waycross down to Folkestone, but a pretty solid line of heavy rain with some embedded thunderstorms expected through the late morning hours. And these are the storms that we'll have to watch for any intensity that could produce that tornadic activity, maybe even some hail in the strongest of storms. But that's going to be the minority. The majority will just be looking at that heavy rainfall and some gusty winds that'll be lasting through 2 p.m. here. Here's 4 o'clock, still seeing some of that across northeast Florida, finally clearing the coastline later this afternoon and this evening. And then skies clear tonight through tomorrow. A lot of sunshine tomorrow, cooler temperatures tomorrow morning in the 50s. And then rebounding nicely into the 70s. It's going to be a beautiful Sunday. So putting that all together here, the storm risks today, we're going to be tracking several lightning strikes in those thunderstorms, widespread rain. Some of it's going to be pretty heavy as well. High winds in the strongest of storms. Not everyone's going to see 40 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts, but a few of you could. And then that risk for a tornado or hail on the isolated side of things. Rain totals across the area anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches, depending on where exactly those heavier thunderstorms are able to develop. But 100% coverage of the rain today, which will impact at times the Shrimp Festival, unfortunately, for Fernandina Beach. 80 degrees, those temperatures likely staying in the 70s through a good part of the day. Good news is, though, tomorrow is going to be much, much nicer. So Sunday's certainly the pick day for that. And your 7-day forecast has your weekend always in view, showing those temperatures in the 70s today thanks to the cloud cover and earlier arrival of the rain. Tomorrow, despite the sunshine, we see cooler temperatures as well in the 70s, quickly rebounding, though, back to 90 by Wednesday as we track another front that'll bring another round of rain and some thunderstorms by the end of the upcoming work week.